The second tool along here is called the Getters or GI star tool. This finds statistically significant hotspots. So the difference between this and the regular hotspot tool or kernel density estimation is that KDE will just visualize the data. It'll show you where there's more or where there's less. GI star does a statistical test to test whether that clustering is statistically significant, which means very, very unlikely to have occurred through chance. So one way to think of this is if I threw out 1,000 marbles and I got 10 marbles sort of clustering together, the test is whether that could happen by chance. Could you end up with 10 marbles close to each other, which you probably could. If it found 200 marbles all clustered together, could that happen by chance? And the answer is it could, but it's so unlikely that it's decided that that's significant. There's probably much more likely that something else is causing those marbles to cluster together. So it does the same here with crime. Helps you filter out the noise, I guess, the shorter term ones, and look for just where it's a definite cluster of points where you couldn't get that much clustering through chance alone. So hopefully that helps explain the difference between them. For general day-to-day crime analysis, KDE is probably a bit better just to have a look at it, but this one can really help you find those significant or statistically significant hotspots in case you're looking at areas to target, for example. So to run this, you need to first select the boundary file. So you do need a boundary file for this, and you need to also select the polygon before you run it. So then run Getters or GI star tool, choose which layer. I've got the vehicle crime for 12 months. Now this will cut it up into cells. They're sort of hexagonal shaped cells, and you can go with the default here unless you've got a specific size in mind. And also you've got this option for number of lags. What a lag is, how many neighbors does it search out? So one level of neighbor, or 2 levels, or 3 levels, and you can do up to 5. So again, if you've got a specific reason to search further, you can. If not, you can just go with one neighbor, one lag. Hit OK, and this tool will run through and calculate where the clustering is, but then also test whether that's significant or not. And there's the results there. So what this has found is, so rather than visualizing everything, it's just found those really significant areas, and you've got these confidence levels too of 99.9%, 99%, or 95%. So what they're saying is, this one's, so say 99% is saying if you threw out all those points 100 times, you'd only expect to see it cluster like that once out of 100. So that's what those confidence levels are. But these areas now are basically what areas you can go into and say this isn't just a bit of noise in the data. These are definite areas where the data is clustering there, which can then be looked at for treatments to chronic hotspots, for example.